I will start. I will call this to order at 12:38 p.m. Okay, that's correct. I'll start with territorial acknowledgement. We respectfully acknowledge that the SFSS is located on the traditional unceded territories of the Coast Salish peoples, so Musqueam, Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, Coquitlam, and Catskill nations. Unceded means these territories have never been handed over, sold, or given up by these nations, and we're currently situated on occupied territories. Moving on to roll call attendance. VP, I will skip you because you're eating. VP internal.
Pronouns. Access needs met. He, him. Just also having some soup right now because we didn't over lunch, but I will be fully here and can talk.
Great. VP finance.
Yep. All access needs are met. Pronouns for she, her.
Thank you. VP external.
Joel Galani, he, him pronouns, access needs are met.
Thank you. VP equity.
Hi, my name's Chloe, pronouns she, her, access needs are met. Are we supposed to have an admin, or is there an admin in the room with you guys?
Yeah,
Yep.
There you
Hi.
VP events.
Hi, him as all access needs are met.
Thank you. VP university.
Hi, name's Rishi, pronouns he, him, all access needs are met.
Thank you. Moving on. OM.
Sindhu, pronouns she, her, access needs met.
Admin assistant. Thank you. President, EM is, all my access needs are met. Moving on, no consent agenda for today, it looks like. Moving on to adoption of the agenda. Be resolved to adopt the agenda as presented. I move. I need a seconder. Internal seconds. Floor is open for list and amendments. I have a list. I'll be including 2 in-cam items. One is staff workflow, and then the other one is staff and a community member. Security and community member. I move. Second. VP external second. Anyone opposed to the amendment? Okay, seeing none, amendment is carried. Any other list on amendments? Any other lists or amendments? Seeing none, I will seek unanimous consent to approve. Oh. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Be resolved to adopt the agenda as amended. Seeking unanimous consent for this. Seeing no dissent, amendment is carried. Moving on to reports on management.
Welcome under ID, have my stuff, so I can.
Okay, reports from executive. Anyone have anything they wanted to share?
No updates from Wednesday for me. Our last report at council. Most of the things are the same, focusing a lot on restructuring. Some midterms next week. But after that, no more main school assignments. So I'll be present more. But
Cool.
Those are my updates.
Cool.
Updates from external meeting with SFU government relations. There's been some changes within that space. So would be meeting with some folks from SFU next week. Would be looking to set up something with Ministry of Post-Sec and Speaker of Legislature. I think, was Ravi Khan also there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the guy who got photo with.
Yeah, so setting up something with all 3 of them, hopefully in the coming couple of days. Met with University of Fraser Valley Student Society recently. They're doing a campaign on early availability of complete course outlines. That might be a campaign that we might bring up in university in a couple of days.
Great. Anyone else? Okay.
Sorry,
see-
I was trying
Oh.
to unmute. It wasn't unmuting. Oh, okay, go ahead.
No, you go.
Okay, mine is short. Basically, I've just been working on the policy for the investment policy. Hasn't been changed since like 2021. We're supposed to review it annually. Trying to close down any like loopholes or concerns that from like just incidents last year, and anything that we may want to improve on for a greater return on some of our investments. And I'm also trying to make a tracker of grants that we accept, like even weekly, even small, like smaller than $50, just so we can keep track of how much money we're spending for DSUs, FSUs, and clubs. Because I am meeting a couple every week, like for example, K-Sit next week, because a lot of them have grant requests, and I want to just make sure we're keeping track of how much we're spending and who's getting all that money, just to make sure we're within our budgets and means. But yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Chloe.
Yeah, a lot of still working on my ongoing projects and campaigns. I've been working with the comms team and the AVPUA to develop more media strategy plans and push that project forward. Yeah, restructuring, healthcare campaign. One of the things that I've just started is compiling the best resources and organizing the Google Drive for my email to help maybe create better onboarding packages and sort of institutional knowledge for the execs, future exec teams, and catching any projects throughout the years that have kind of been left along the sides. And yep, that's my updates from this week.
So thank you. I could add, mostly been in a lot of interviews with our staff, both internally and externally for the working group, for our excluded management conversations. We met with the GSS this week. Yeah, and the usual stuff, emails, correspondence, and SLO work. Yeah, committees. And yeah, I think Joe mentioned this, and also this morning, we were at the announcement for phase 3 for residents, which is great. Got to speak as a student speaker about this new project, so that was good as well. Yeah, I think that's about it for me. I don't know if there's any more. If I'm gonna assume there isn't, and I'm going to move on to, I think HRP finally met, but there's no real updates because we mostly just spoke about next steps for the committee, which I believe is to review some policies. Yeah, so I will move on to discussion items. VP External, this is for you. Light refreshment costs for VP External office.
Yeah, so we got a quote back from facilities. There were a bunch of quotes. The quotes went from $500 something to $2,000 something if we include a dimmer. I don't think I need a dimmer. I think I just need a warmer light. It is an accessibility concern. I'm trying to figure out where to get which line item would be most appropriate to get the money out of. Would that be and the accessibility fund, or would that be space oversight, because we're making permanent changes to the building, permanent building improvements technically?
Probably the build fund, SFU.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna double check that quote, but we have done that in the past, so I just want to double check which line item we took it from, because it it would, yeah, be the build SFU fund, but it might not be through SPOC, so
Okay.
I want to double check the line item that we use there.
Okay.
So I'll get back to you, and then if you can put that on as a motion
Okay.
for at the next meeting as a new business item.
Sounds good. And then, would we be going for the cheapest option?
Chloe, I see your hand raised. I don't know if that was.
Yeah, did you send any information about the quotes or how much it would cost? Because we can't really vote on anything if we don't know how much and what's going on.
I'm so sorry.
I think you did, it just got missed.
Or it might have been just Emmanuel and Simmer included on that one. So that might be my fault.
What's it
There's
called?
some attachments, facilities quote.
What's the email?
Oh, so it is on the agenda. It would have been attached
Oh, I see.
as an attachment for the hearing. Okay.
But as mentioned, right now it's a discussion, so it'll be a new business item next week, so we can send that.
The attachment folder is empty.
Is it?
It's for internal.
Oh. So we don't get to see it
It will
during.
be attached.
Oh,
Okay. Sure. I mean, it's a discussion. Cindy.
Yeah, Joel, so if you can send it out to like exec only or
Yeah.
confidential.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm assuming this is over 5K, right?
It is no.
It is?
No.
Oh,
It is
okay.
not. It is $600
Oh,
just for my office. If we don't do, if we just do the light, and if we include a dimmer, it comes up to replace light and add dimmer comes up to $2,021.
Cindy?
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say if it's like, within the threshold that VP Finance can discuss, if everyone's fairly aligned here, and if it doesn't need to come from one of the funds, and it could just come from like the regular like line items that we use for internal use, then can we just proceed?
Yeah.
And if not, if it is over the threshold, or if there's any other pieces, we'll bring it back to it.
My question was, would any of the other execs be wanting such a change for their offices? Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Next one, VP Internal, Emergency Procedures.
Yes. This Monday, I believe, there was a fire alarm.
Correct.
I'll have to just talk about it when that happens. No,
I think so, because students were aware.
it's pretty much someone called the fire alarm. But with that, it was a pretty good drill of our staff and our fire procedures. So based on my conversations, it seemed like staff did a pretty good job in evacuating the building quickly. While everyone did not meet at the muster point, everyone left the building in the ways that would be expected to leave the building in an emergency, i.e. through the front doors, because they were available, or any door possible. And it happened pretty quickly. Just something good. Our fire procedures worked. Maybe something to send out to our staff that are trained as fire marshals, just a thank you for getting that done quickly and organizationally, because I know it's something that they do extra training for, so I think we should send them a thank you.
Can I task you with that since you were present?
Yep.
Cindy?
Does everyone know where the muster point is for the sub?
Downstairs.
That's fine.
Hold on.
Okay. Was that it?
Yep.
So yeah, I'll leave that to you since you were actually present when it happened. So. Okay. I will move on to in camera. Be resolved to go in camera for the remainder of the meeting. I move. I need a second, internal second. Anyone opposed? Seeing none, that's carried unanimously. Shall we go on the camera? I will go pause